You just saw the Odyssey.
Just saw the Odyssey last night.
How was it?
Gets kind of Hollywoodized. What do you think about Elliot Page? People there are also just like, this is a reason for us to get drunk.
Dress up and get drunk.
Yes.
Yep. QT knows what they're doing with their muffins. Anyways, welcome back to the podcast, everybody. We have a new guest with us, Mr. Reagan Donahue. Reagan, thank you for being on here, man.
Thank you for having me.
How long have we known each other? It's been like almost 10 years,
I want to say probably close to 10 years, yeah. I'm 24. You're 24. No, you're 23. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I was probably like maybe 15 when I met you.
Yeah, sounds about right. Yep. The OG Ablaze days.
The Ablaze days, dude.
Dude, back when it was fun and cool.
The old church that we went to, now it's all gay. No, I'm just kidding.
Well,
we're also not children anymore, so probably wouldn't be fun to go to a youth group. You know what I mean?
It would be a little creepy and weird.
It would be a little strange, unless we were working there.
Yeah.
You know.
Which we did for a little bit.
We did, yeah. That's kind of the rite of passage with people when they're involved in a church.
That is true.
They graduate and then they do a year of volunteer work.
Exactly.
And then they're like, okay, I need to leave.
It's time to be done. But yeah, man, thank you for coming out. We were hanging out last night, and we had another guest lined up, but he had some unfortunate family stuff that happened, and Reagan kindly stepped up and decided he wanted to come do whatever the hell this is.
Yeah, I'm the stepfather that came home with the milk.
Exactly. We can't say that.
Oh, never mind. We'll cut that out.
Yeah, already, Kyler's going to be pissed at me. You had one job, Jimmy. Tell him what not to say.
Let's say all the words that I can't say real quick so we know.
Oh, there you go. Go ahead. It's just one long dee.
Yeah. What if he just like put it out there? He's like, screw these guys. I'm going to ruin their digital footprint.
I mean, I don't care.
Yeah.
It'd be you that has to worry.
I would, yeah. And my fiance would murder me.
Probably kill you. And me too.
Yeah. She's like, you can't hang out with those guys anymore.
Ah, man, it's fine.
Well, Jimmy makes a strong drink.
That's good.
So what is this? This is brisk iced tea and then peach whiskey.
Yes, I finally got some more the Rebecca Creek whiskey that I like.
Yeah. And
they're right down the road from here, but I realize I like a stronger drink than probably most people.
Yeah.
So I like a 50-50 like ratio.
Well, you know, the thing is like, this is actually really not all that strong. It's just strong for a mixed drink. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So, like, most mixed drinks are like probably don't have that much more alcohol than like, a strong beer.
Right.
You know what I mean? But if you can take a shot, you can drink, something like this.
Well, I like to drink, and straight alcohol doesn't affect me as much as like beer does. Yeah. And I like the taste of alcohol. Yeah. So I'm usually like, then we're good.
For me, alcohol kind of tastes. Well, it tastes like alcohol to me. You know what I mean? It kind of tastes it kind of tastes a little bit like poison. You know what I mean?
I mean, it technically is.
It kind of is, yeah. That's so weird behind the idea that you can leave some sugary thing like in a bucket somewhere, and then it'll like start to rot and ferment, and you have that, and then you just feel amazing. Right. And it makes you more confident. Like alcohol is so weird when you think about it.
This is true. But it's so tasty and good.
Yeah.
But, we don't really have any points or anything. We're just figure we'll free ball it today. Figure out what's going on. But
we'll see how it goes.
What have you been up to lately? What's been life for Reagan like?
Life for Reagan is I made a commitment this summer to play a little Russian soldier boy in a play called Fiddler on the Roof.
I don't think anybody's heard of that one.
No, it's very
niche.
Underground. Yeah. Yes, no one even knows what a fiddle is. But yeah, I was going to do the play with my family, my sister and her husband and their kids, and then they dropped out. And so what ended up happening was I didn't feel like I should drop out because I was like, well, I made a commitment to this.
I'm already here.
So now I'm in it. And so it's okay. Well, actually, no, it's good. It's fun. I don't really have any complaints. I think it's like I don't have any experience on stage, so like that's going to be kind of difficult. But once you get past that first point of like you're sweating and nervous and you're going to go on stage, once you get up there and the adrenaline hits, it like you're okay. You know what I mean? It's like doing a roller coaster. You're scared when you do it, or before you do it, and then as soon as you go on, like
It's
you get
fun.
past that hump and then you're fine. You know?
Nice.
That's what everybody's been telling me though.
Yeah.
So I don't know how if that'll be the same for me.
I don't know. When I used to do like stuff on stage for like church and things, I was always like pissing myself, terrified.
Yeah.
I hated going up there.
Yeah.
It was fine if I was like up there like moving stuff around or working on things, but I hated talking on stage.
Yeah, me too. Although, weird thing about me is like, even though I get nervous, I do kind of like the limelight a little bit.
It's all right.
I kind of, you know, I like to entertain people.
I started a whole podcast, so
Yeah.
you're better than me.
Honestly, but this is the sort of thing that I would do too. I just haven't done it because I don't have anything to talk about. You know what I mean?
Well, it sounds like we need to get you on the podcast more.
You should.
This was actually a secret ploy because I need to replace Adrian, so I was going to get you to be our new Adrian.
I mean, I can do it.
I think you could. It could be fun.
Might not be able to be every week, but I can start
figure it
coming out more frequently. Yeah,
Dude, heck
sure.
yeah.
Especially since Sunday nights are good for me. So usually,
Yeah, Sunday's usually like when everybody's free and there's nothing a whole lot going on, so it works out pretty well.
Yeah.
But what you said you wanted to do the play with your family. What have you experienced since they haven't been there? Like, has it been super good or super bad or just kind of meh?
I think, in my experience, everyone has been super nice and super like welcoming and understanding. My character like kind of co-stars with this female character, and she's like very experienced, and she has a twin sister who's in the show too. Very, very experienced in singing and performing and dancing and, you know, stage stuff. And you'd think that they would be like, what's the word, like low tolerance for newbie shit. And it's just not the case. They're like super, you know, welcoming and understanding.
Nice.
And everybody there is really patient. It's like a professional organization, but everyone still feels really cool. But what I feel like I've noticed with this community theater is that a few years ago, and this is not me knocking on the theater at all, it's not bad, but it seems like a few years ago there were more maybe professional performers in the show who would do the community theater shows, and now, at least in this show, I think there are a few professional ones, but there's also a few, like, maybe a few more, like, kind of just parents and kind of just regular people who are doing it.
Okay.
So, you know, we'll see how it goes. It's a lot of fun, but I think we're all figuring out a lot together.
No, that's pretty cool, though.
And, dude, the guy who plays the lead role on Fiddler on the Roof, it's like a 2.5-hour show. He has so much dialogue. I don't know how someone can memorize that amount. Like, it's insane. And, like, get it all right without any flaws.
Dude, that is crazy.
Right.
I've always wondered about that, like, with actors. Like, once one role ends, do you just forget everything entirely? Or does that always, like, sort of stay in the back of your mind?
Yeah, it might be like for school, like you cram and like you do well on the test, and then like 2 months later, you remember maybe half of it.
Bro, I was homeschooled and I never went to... I barely finished high school.
Yeah. Well,
I have, like, slightly more than a GED.
That's the way it was for me in college. The whole time I was in college is you cram and you learn, and you're like, oh, this is pretty interesting. And then a few months later, it's like you remember some of the basics, but that's it.
Right.
Even if you felt like you really learned, you know, the way that you really have lasting knowledge that stays with you is by continuing to see the application of it in your career. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, that makes sense. I've always just wondered about, like, that with actors, because I know, like, there's some that just play, like, a million different roles. And how do you not get confused with, like, one line or the other?
Dude.
Or, like, take something totally out of a different script.
Yes, exactly. Like, I mean, and some actors are just so well seasoned that I guess it comes naturally to them. But to be honest, like, I feel the same way as you. Like, I don't know how they can do that. You see some of these big actors that are doing like blockbuster after blockbuster,
Right.
like several in a year for several years. It's like, dude, how are you like transitioning from one to the
Exactly.
other? Like, that's just wild. Like Robert Pattinson, for example. I mean, dude, that guy is doing so many movies. Like Tom Holland, Zendaya, and basically everybody that is in the Odyssey. Like, they're all doing so many movies all the time.
You just saw the Odyssey.
Just saw the Odyssey last night.
How was it?
The Odyssey. So I've never read it, the actual story, and people are saying that it's not accurate to the original story.
Well, I'm sure,
Right, like it's kind of Hollywoodized.
but neither was like Troy
Oh, right, yeah.
from like I think that was the 2000s, right?
Yeah, I think it was right around Fight Club. I think it was like 2000. Yeah,
Yeah,
right around the same time.
but as far as like an actual movie goes, how was it? Was it super campy or kind of cheesy?
No, I think it was really good. It was like very, what's the word? It was very Christopher Nolan. You know, it was this big kind of opulent, you know, visually stimulating, audibly stimulating, like just over the top, you know,
Right.
huge film. And Matt Damon was really good. But to be fair, Matt Damon is one of those actors that is just Matt Damon in every movie. But it's okay because his personality works for a lot of roles. Kind of like Kevin Costner, you know? And so he was really good. And I thought it was a good film.
Okay.
It just had like a whole bunch of stars and it was very like intense, basically, the whole movie.
I have yet to see it, and I'm not sure I will see it.
Why not?
Twofold. I don't like historically inaccurate movies, just for my own like autism.
Yeah.
It bothers me, and I'm willing to put up with it if it's a good movie,
Yeah.
like The Patriot. Horribly inaccurate, but I love that movie because it's a great movie. And it's got cool one-liners and fight scenes and things.
Yeah.
But the other thing is, too, I just don't appreciate a whole lot of modern Hollywood either.
Yeah.
And I think that this whole thing is just sort of... I don't know how the best way to describe it. It feels like they're just trying to throw stuff at the wall and see what sticks. And they picked the Odyssey because it's such a well-known story.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't feel like they really wanted to make this because they wanted to make their version of the Odyssey. They just wanted to make this because everybody knows the Odyssey, and it'll get them people in seats and make them a whole lot of money.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's true. It definitely could be that. It's hard to say exactly what his motivation was.
Right.
It seems to me that his goal is just to like make the biggest film, like in terms of not only biggest in terms of numbers or length, but just like the vibe of it. You know, just like these big, giant films.
Yeah. Plus, I also don't like how every single like Greco-Roman time period movie is all gritty and dark, and
Yeah.
there's no color or anything.
Yeah.
Like,
I will say about this one, the Odyssey is very colorful.
is it?
It's visually, it's really nice.
Really?
Yes.
That's good to hear. 'cause-
There are some dark and gritty parts of it, but then there's also like there's this one scene. Sorry to interrupt.
No.
There's
you're
this
good.
one scene where he and his wife, who's played by Anne Hathaway, are on this boat, and it's nothing particular happens in the scene. They're just there, but visually, it's like incredible. Like,
That's good.
yeah,
Because like the whole, so the Odyssey, from what I understand, it's set in the Bronze Age, and if you look at Bronze Age clothing and artifacts and armor and things, it's all super colorful and flamboyant. They've
Right.
got big horsehair plumes on their helmets, and their armor is super decorative.
Right.
And it all looks very visually aesthetic and appealing.
yeah,
And I don't like when they did the 300 and everything's dark and gritty, and it's got that like weird what do you call it, not film, lens on it, where everything's like all the colors washed out and
Yes.
yeah,
it's like
I
a
don't
filter
like that.
over it almost.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
I love when it's more true to form and there's all the colors and all the things. It's the same thing that bothers me about like oh my gosh, what is that? Game of Thrones. everything, it's like supposed to be a medieval period.
Yeah.
And everything's dark and nasty and disgusting.
Yeah.
In medieval times, everybody would have been like decked head to toe in flamboyant, super bright colors.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Even the peasants?
Oh, dude, you can look up like, or you want to look up like medieval clothing.
Yeah.
And just see what sort of colors and fabrics and things that they're using in that.
How do you even spell medieval?
I can't
That's
spell evil.
Not it. Because we can't show the camera, but like I am familiar with stuff like that.
Yeah, so this
but
would
I always think of like stuff like this.
Right.
Just like gray and...
That's sort of the modern pop culture version of it, but everybody would have been sort of, this is a perfect example. They've got a big red hood, nice green shirt, purple pants. Everybody's trying to be super colorful and stand out for the most part. And it all looks visually very good.
I've always, like, you know how a lot of people like the medieval vibe and it's like very kind of nostalgic and romanticized to them? Growing up, I always thought that the idea of like romanticizing the Middle Ages made no sense to me because like it just sounds like, it feels like dark and nasty and dirty.
Right.
And as I've gotten older, I've begun to appreciate it a little bit more. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't ever want to live in the Middle Ages because I don't want to die of dysentery at 25. You know what I mean? But I do kind of appreciate what it is, you know?
No, I agree with you. I think that was most people's sort of vision of it for a long time.
Yeah.
But like, as much as I hate Renaissance fairs for the inaccuracy, they're actually doing a pretty decent job of showing what medieval like clothing would have looked like. For the most part.
Have you been to Renaissance fair?
Not in a long time.
When was the last time you went?
2021, 2022, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah. I just went to
with,
one in 2025.
It was with Mason Cole Glazier.
Oh, nice.
You remember him?
Yes, yeah. It was just you and him?
Yeah, we went to... I guess it's technically not a Renaissance fair, but it's in the same genre. It's the Highland Games over in Helotes.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing.
Yeah, I just went with my fiance to the Renaissance Fair in November. Okay. And it was my first time going. And honestly, I think half the people there don't really care about, well, I can't say for sure, but a lot of people there love the dressing up, especially the girls and the vibe and, you know, the feel of it. But I think a lot of people there are also just like, this is a reason for us to get drunk.
Dress up and get drunk.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Because everybody there is drinking. And they're drinking these, like, you know, old medieval ales in these big glasses. And it's just like, I think it's just for fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They give you mead too. Have you ever had mead?
Oh, dude, I love mead.
I've only had mead one time. And
there's
sickeningly sweet.
A place or a company in Bernie that does the Bernie Market Days.
Yeah. That
makes mead, and their stuff is delicious.
Yeah.
I think Kyler has some of their blueberry mead still.
I had mead one time, and it was honestly like, maybe it was just a mead that I tried, but it was so sickeningly sweet. It was confusingly bad.
Mead is made with honey, so...
Right, yeah. It's just like fermented honey, basically.
Yeah. So maybe it was just not what you were expecting.
That could have been it. I think I was expecting it to be sweet, but it had another quality to it where it was like, maybe it was the fermented quality that I wasn't expecting. You know what I mean? But I'd like to try mead again, you know?
Yeah. I've been wanting to make some mead.
Do you know how?
I do, but I need to get some of the ingredients, and there's a guy that I follow on Instagram that sells, like, make-your-own mead kits.
No way.
And I've been wanting to get one of those.
That's a business right there.
Right?
Makeyourownmeadkits.com.
It's pretty cool. He gives you, like, the big jug to ferment it in. It's got the airlock, so the jug can breathe properly, and it's not just building up pressure.
Yeah.
He gives you the yeast. I think the only thing you have to do is provide the water and the honey. And you can add whatever flavors you want to it. And then he does, like, he'll make, like, one out of, like, Mountain Dew.
A Mountain Dew mead?
Mountain Dew, or I think he did one out of Red Bull, and he just does like fun, silly ones too.
And you said you saw him on Facebook Marketplace?
No, it's on Instagram.
Oh, Instagram.
Yeah. I'll see if I can find him and send it to you.
Yeah.
But he's pretty cool.
That is super cool.
Yeah.
I get these ads for do your own beer brewing.
Ooh.
And that would be fun. Like, because they just give you like a keg basically to brew it in. And the same, concept where you have to like, have the air release and stuff. Mm-hmm. I did brew alcohol one time, me and my older brother, when we were in middle school.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, we've got a bottle of Welch's grape juice.
Nice.
And we put a little extra sugar and then a bunch of yeast in it. And then we literally left it in the closet for like, what was it, gosh, 2 weeks or something like that. And then we got it out and drank it and we got drunk.
Brother.
Bro, we lit like our own prison wine, basically.
That's awesome.
Isn't that crazy?
That sounds about right for your brother.
Yes, and it was about right for me at that age, too. We were like, heck yeah, let's do anything to get a little buzz.
Dude.
You know what I mean?
Back in the day, man, I forgot about that because I don't know if you remember this, but like we didn't get along a whole lot during that time.
You and I?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I was like the little goody two-shoes church kid.
And we also, when you're growing up, like now, like 1 year age difference is nothing.
Exactly.
But like at that time, it feels like a different generation.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was just like, I don't want to hang out with Reagan. That dude's... I still vividly remember our buddy Preston getting all kinds of ticked off because you were at church camp with us.
Yeah.
And you decided you were going to like dry scoop a bunch of creatine.
Yeah.
And threw up in the sink.
Yeah.
And he was just pissed off.
Yeah.
For no good reason.
Yeah.
He was just like, why do you have to do that? Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, I don't know. I was always nice to Preston, so I don't know. I mean, it is gross throwing up in the sink. But I was so young at that time, too. I was only 15.
Yeah,
so.
we were all just super young and kind of retarded.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dude, I was retarded off my ass at that age. I thought I had the world figured out when I was 15.
We all did.
Yeah. The older you get, the realize you don't have, more you realize you don't have it figured out.
Yep. But no, it was. I just remember that, and then like we reconnected at a young adults thing a couple of years later.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know what's wrong with me. Reagan's great.
Dude, yeah, it's crazy. Like, there are some people I knew growing up. It's just like, why did I dislike you?
Exactly.
It's like nothing wrong with you at all.
Yep.
And also, from the flip side, it's like you get older and you're like, why was I ever friends with this person? You know? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I realized so many times the people that I didn't like back then were because Preston didn't like them or my girlfriend at the time didn't like them.
Yeah.
And I was just like, well, all right. I guess I don't like them either.
Just don't even question it.
Yeah.
Today I just started watching the docu-series. I just watched the first episode of it's called Sean Combs, The Reckoning. Mm-hmm. It's about P. Diddy. Mm. Yeah.
Is this a Netflix original?
Yeah, I believe it is. It's on Netflix. And it's just, do you know anything about the P. Diddy trial?
I know there was a whole lot of baby oil. I know freaking
1,000 bottles.
50 Cent made some amazing memes.
50 Cent, yeah. Did he?
Oh, dude, they were awesome.
Really?
All about the Diddy scandal. It was just like him in a like pool of baby oil or just weird shit. I'll send you some. They were funny as hell.
Yeah.
But anyway, the true story of Sean Combs.
Yeah, and so far it's like the first episode. It's like nothing surprising. It's like he came from a background where he was like exposed to like a bunch of crazy shit at a young age, and his mom pampered him and made him feel like he was king of the world. Mm. And so he grew up with this chip on his shoulder to prove that he's like, what happened?
I think a squeaky toy is getting annihilated over there.
Anyways, yeah. So first episode, his background is like he's just kind of been bred to be this like prideful monster. Mm. Just like you see some of these people that just grow up with this thing where they have to dominate and take advantage of others, manipulate others in order to win.
Right.
And but
how did we get to P. Diddy?
I don't know. Something came to my mind. I just think about Diddy all the time.
Yeah.
He's got Diddy on the brain.
I don't know where to go from here.
Do you always have these knives up here?
Usually, yeah.
So how long have you had this one?
Maybe a year and a half.
What is this? Some type of antler?
So the blade is 1075, and that's got a steel bolster, antler up here. This, I believe, is some red heart. And then we have a spacer of leather, and this is the shin bone from a cow.
From a cow?
Yeah, so that would be their knee joint right up here.
Oh, I see.
Yep.
Wow. It's crazy, man.
I have the other half of it somewhere.
Do you?
Yeah.
This little line right here is leather? Mm-hmm. Interesting. Why leather?
It's kind of the knife maker's cheating trick. When you're stacking up handles, you want the fit to be super duper tight.
Yeah.
And it's hard to do that precisely with just wood and antler.
For it to get real tight.
Exactly. And so the trick is the leather squishes down.
Yeah.
So you get a little bit more wiggle room.
That makes sense. It's almost like a washer.
Yeah, but it's a little frowned upon in the knife making world.
Is it really?
It's like the cheating. If it's like a cheating thing.
So the proper way to do it would to be find materials that are perfect enough to where they can just be really snug. Is that?
Technically, realistically, function-wise, there's no difference.
Yeah.
It's just your fit and finish. Some people are going to judge you on that more than others.
Yeah.
And if you use leather to get that fit up a little bit tighter, then some people think that's cheating.
Right.
Yeah.
How about this one?
That was the first knife I ever made, actually.
I was going to say this one looks a little more rudimentary.
Yes, that's a shovel blade that I heat treated with a torch and a bucket of water. And I don't even know what that handle's from.
That's real wood.
Yeah.
How long ago did you make this?
Hold on. 6 years ago, I think. It was like the middle of whenever we had that big ice storm.
That was early 2021.
Okay, so it would have been then.
Snowvid.
Snowvid. Good old Snowvid.
Back in those days, I was being a stupid child.
Yeah.
And
We all were.
yeah, and was just like doing nothing with my life.
That was my senior year of high school.
Right. That was right after mine. I was 18.
Yep. Oh, maybe it was... No, it must have been 2020. I think it was during COVID, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because I think I was actually making knives by that time. Man, I thought I had a picture of it somewhere. I'll find it later and send it to Kyler if I do. But I think we got to take a little break here because the camera shuts off after 30 minutes.
Okay.
So we'll go ahead, bring Kyler back in to reset everything.
Kai. So,
What were we talking about? I kind of lost track. We had to pause to reset the camera.
I don't remember. What do you think about Elliot Page?
Trying to get me in trouble.
Digital
now.
footprint here.
Yeah, you know. I've not cared for a while.
Did you know that you haven't seen the Odyssey yet? But Elliot Page was cast in the Odyssey as a soldier.
Just generic soldier.
A male soldier, but a character that basically in the Odyssey, you know, they have the Trojan horse, and he's the soldier that doesn't go on the Trojan horse to fool the Trojans into taking into their city. So he gets killed. But
I'd say good riddance.
oh my god.
I am not sure I can say all the things that I want to say about Elliot Page and still remain friendly to YouTube.
Yeah, you know,
But
I mean,
we'll leave it at this. He, she, they, whatever, is not my favorite person of all time. We'll say that.
you know, yeah.
Yeah.
I always thought Elliot Page pre-transition was when I was a kid. I always found him very attractive, you know.
I agree. I think she had a little bit of mental illness, and maybe more than a little bit, but
Yeah, I mean,
the fact when you're successful and very beautiful and you still feel like you need to change says a whole lot more about you than anybody else or than about society.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I have a cousin that's trans, and it's actually kind of a similar situation. Was like a kind of a short, person, and transitioned, but is still like 4'11", and I don't know what it's been like. He goes by Jason. I don't know what it's been like for Jason. Because we don't really. It seems like as he's transitioned, we just are
Drifted further and further apart.
Right, and we're also like 6 years apart in age.
Okay.
So it's like not really, we're not very close. But he just moved to Maine, and to be honest, I don't know what he's up to. I don't know what his experience has been being trans.
Right.
Like, I couldn't tell you, and I think it seems to me that some people have good experiences and some people have pretty bad experiences, because for some people they feel like it was the right solution. Some people feel like it was the wrong solution.
That's fair. Ooh. I don't know if I can talk about this. We'll talk about it later, actually.
Okay.
Just because it's some family stuff and I don't want to put them on blast on the internet.
Your family?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing is I've got secrets and shit to talk about, but you probably don't want to put it on the internet.
I mean, nobody sees these videos anyway.
How many people do you get watching these videos?
Oh, it just depends. Sometimes we have like a whole bunch of views. Sometimes we have none. Sometimes it'll be like 3 weeks and then we'll get a whole bunch of views all at once. Sometimes they come in sporadically throughout like a month or so.
Could you give a rough average?
I'd say average probably 15 or 20 views episode on YouTube. And I couldn't even tell you what Spotify or Apple Podcast was.
Yeah.
I have access to them, but I don't ever check them.
Yeah.
And I think me and Sean are probably the only ones that watch it on Spotify.
Yeah.
Because I hate myself and I make myself rewatch every episode to when it comes out.
Make sure it's good.
Judge myself on everything.
It seems like running a podcast, what you would want to do is you want to get people on that have, one person needs to be really good at asking questions, and one person needs to be, kind of like Joe Rogan.
Right.
He's great at asking questions, and then the people that he has on are experts in their field. Mm-hmm. So you have constant conversation, constant,
dialogue
material to go off of. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I've done a few interviews with some good friends of mine that are in the YouTube or the knife making and survival world.
Yeah.
And those definitely did the best numbers wise.
Well, I saw that you had that guy on from Forged in Fire.
Yeah, Tobin. He's such a cool dude. In fact, if you're not doing anything tomorrow, I'm going out to his shop to go work on some projects and things.
What are you working on?
I've got a knife that I'm making for a buddy of mine. He wants one for his combat rig. And so I forged him up a little one. It's maybe 7 inches long. He wanted so apparently he's only allowed to have a 3-inch blade for his work. And so he asked me to modify one of the designs that I have and just shrink the blade down.
Where does he work?
He works for the military. That's all I'm allowed to say. It's who I'm talking about.
Oh, gotcha. The one that we do not. What do they say in Harry Potter?
He who must not be named.
Yes, that's the one.
But I'm working on that for him, and I got it all forged out the other day. I was actually, before I came here, I was profiling it out, and I'm gonna go do heat treat and temper at his place.
Yeah.
Just because he's got a little bit better of a setup than I do currently.
Yeah.
But so if you want to come out, he's actually right over by Balito's place.
He's that's South San Antonio, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's off of South Presa Street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But he does some cool stuff, and he's one of those dudes. He'll just talk and talk and talk, and it's great. Because at least for like podcast stuff, we can fill an hour in no time with Tobin.
Yeah. So did he win? Mm-hmm. He won Forged in Fire?
He won season 2, episode 8, I believe. Hold on to my notes somewhere. But yeah, he won an episode of Forged in Fire. And then there's 2 other guys that he's friends with that also work in that studio that won episodes as well. Yeah, season 2, episode 8. And that was back in 2016.
So where's his... Oh, wait, his shop is down there by...
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and so what's the name of his shop?
Stonehaven Knife Works.
Stonehaven, okay.
Yep. And...
does he make a decent living off of that?
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, ask any knife maker, you're never going to make, like, a great living doing it full-time. But he loves what he does, and he teaches a lot of classes, too.
Yeah.
So, oh, there he is, right up top. So, he
18.3 thousand followers.
All kinds of cool stuff. He's mostly known for what's called Brute to Forge. And so it is... Ooh, I don't know what he's doing here. Let me see. Where's another... There we go. So it's very, like, rustic style blades. Usually he does some pretty big ones. Like, I think they're usually all about this size or bigger. And then he does handle wraps on them with, like, paracord and things. There we go. Stuff like that. So he does some really cool work.
Very rustic looking. And then the Beretta M9 behind it. Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
Yeah, we were talking about guns with him while we were doing the podcast, and I think it inspired him a little bit.
Wait. That's Matty Healy. It's the guy from the 1975. I wonder why he posted this. He's a screenshot on his Instagram of a picture of the lead singer of the 1975, the band, Matty Healy. Maybe he just really likes the 1975.
Probably. He's also a singer and was in a band for a while.
Really?
Does all kinds of cool stuff. Like I said, he teaches and does all kinds of stuff for Alamo, like the Alamo. SAC. He's a teacher for SAC.
Oh, I got you. Alamo Colleges. Yeah.
But yeah, he does some super cool stuff, and he's just like a cool guy to talk to. Like, you always go away feeling like, man, I didn't know I needed to know half of the shit he was telling me about.
Dude, it's good to just, I don't know, it's good talking to people that have an autistic fixation on things.
Well, and he's so broad with it, like, he'll just talk about anything.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't have to be knives. Half of what we talked about on that episode was just, like, good rules for life and lessons he's learned the hard way.
Interesting.
It was super cool.
That's the thing, man. It's like I just love to pick people's brains. You know what I mean? Like, sitting down with a wise old man.
Yes, yeah.
But, I know a couple old men that are old enough to where they, have never thought about their emotions in their life. And so you're like, what's your experience in this? And they're like, I don't know.
That was the cool part about talking with Tobin is, like, because he just turned 50. And so he's old enough to have all this wisdom, but he's still, like, young enough that he's emotionally very sound.
Yeah.
I guess the best way would be. He's in touch with his emotions in a positive way.
Yeah.
And so he's able to, like, thread that needle of sometimes we just got to buckle down and do the shit and not complain about it. And then there's some times where we can think about it and why we feel this way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was super cool. And we talked a whole bunch off camera about all kinds of things that, like, I came away from it feeling super positive about stuff.
Yeah.
That I'd been like, I think I'm struggling with this, but I don't know where to go from here. And it was cool to be able to talk with him and, like, okay, I think I've got a little bit better handle on this stuff now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know if he's married?
He is not.
Okay.
No. He was, and then I think he got a divorce a couple of years ago.
Yeah. Well, it happens.
But we actually interviewed him on Father's Day, and I felt kind of bad.
Knives before wives.
Preston and I used to say blades before babes.
That's good.
Back when we were both single and didn't care about women.
Yeah.
Now he's married and has 3 children. Speaking of, did you know he had a third?
How old is his third?
She was born like a couple weeks ago.
Really?
Like beginning of July.
Wow.
Yeah.
To be honest, I thought he had like 4 by now.
So his oldest is like, I think she's almost 4, 3 or 4.
What does he do?
He works for a blinds company, so he installs custom blinds for people. And I think
blinds.
he does like sunshades and things for pools as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I actually ran into him the other day. I was on 46 driving to Bernie.
Yeah.
And the car that I was using, I guess the gas gauge is a little messed up. And I thought I had a quarter tank left, but I was completely out. And I ran out of gas on the side of the road.
Yeah.
And so I was sitting there for like an hour waiting for Kyler. And all of a sudden this Toyota rolls up with a big trailer. And I was like, oh, I guess this guy's having trouble too.
Yep.
And I go over to ask, like, hey, man, you all right? And I do a double take. I'm like, oh, shit, it's Preston.
Yeah.
And so we got to like hang out and see each other for like 45 minutes. He drove me to the gas station. We just chit-chatted. It was a nice unexpected little visit.
And it was like all cool.
Oh, yeah.
That's nice.
He and we had a falling out like a couple years ago. And then I was very impressed with how he handled it. He was very humble and came to me and was like, hey, man, I've been doing a lot of soul searching and I realized I fucked up on these things and I want to just apologize. And I know I'd like to be friends, but if we can't, I get that. But I want to make sure that I apologize to you and actually told you that I'm sorry. And I was very moved by the way he did it.
Yeah.
And it was such a departure from previous interactions we had.
Does he watch these?
I don't know. But,
good job, Preston.
Yeah. If he doesn't, I'll tell him to watch this one at least. Yeah. But no, it was good positive interaction, and it was fun to run into him like that in just such a unexpected way.
Isn't it weird getting older and just seeing people change that you knew when you were younger?
I feel like I'm the only one that sort of stayed the same in my friend group.
You think so?
Because most of the people I know have gotten married, or they're in serious long-term relationships, or they have kids now. Like, my best friend just had his first kid.
Yeah.
And Preston's on number 3. And so there's like, it feels like I'm still sort of stuck in the past. Like, I haven't had any serious long-term relationships, and I just kind of do my own thing. And I actually was I was talking with this girl, and we were dating for a little while, and it didn't work out the way that I wanted it to. And part of the problem was she's got like a super focused vision for what she wants her life to look like, and I'm still trying to figure that out for myself. And it just wasn't compatible.
What do you feel like, if you had to pin it down right now, what you want your life to be like? Relationship-wise?
I don't even know, man. Honestly.
Do you want to be married?
I would like to be married.
Do you want to have kids?
Yes. But at the same time, there's also this part of my soul that wants to, like...
Be free?
Be free and go roam around and, like, go adventure to weird, exotic places that I've never been. And I... It's hard to, like, balance that with also wanting a wife and wanting kids and wanting to settle down and have a life.
Yes, right.
Yeah, so it's that double-edged sword.
Yeah, sword, knife, double-edged knife.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, knives before wives.
Wives before babes.
I think that that is definitely something that when I got into my relationship that I was like, I am in a place in my life where I didn't really have the ability to go somewhere anyways. But like not at the moment.
Right.
But like later, if I had stayed single, like in a year from now, like I could have. I mean, as long as you have a way to make money, but I could have gone anywhere. But now I'm in a position where like I can't go anywhere I want, but for the right person, it's like worth it. Like, and you feel more happiness
Right.
with having the person rather than doing it. But if it's the wrong person, then, it's just out of the question. I would rather go and travel. I mean, dude, I want to travel to all the like places that are not traveled to. Like, my fiance thinks I'm crazy, but like, I actually want to see Afghanistan.
I've heard that Afghanistan is beautiful.
Oh yeah, dude.
And there's like, just from a like, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh my gosh, my brain is having a stroke here. Just the wilderness and the wild. What is
The nature?
The nature. Thank you. I don't know why I'm having such a problem with that.
Dude, Afghanistan is a very naturally beautiful place.
Yes. Yeah.
The small caveat, very small, is that it's a terrible place to live.
Especially if you're a foreigner.
Especially if you're a foreigner, and even worse if you're a woman.
Exactly.
Especially a woman that lives there. They have next to no rights. Like, they are not like, they're not allowed to like go in the car and go to the grocery store without permission of their husband.
Right.
And they can't show their faces, it's honestly a tragedy.
Have you seen like old pictures from the 70s and 80s of like Iraq and Afghanistan and
Especially Iran.
Iran, yeah.
Before.
And it's like, it looks
takeover.
super modern.
Yes.
And there's no burqas or anything.
Now women are wearing regular clothing.
No. And it looks like just the most amazing paradise you could possibly go to.
Right, yeah. And then on top of that, it has all the natural beauty in it.
Exactly, yeah.
Another really beautiful place kind of in that area, it's not really in the Middle East, it's Kazakhstan. Have you ever seen Borat? Borat, that's Kazakhstan.
He's my neighbor, you asshole.
Very nice.
Very nice.
But Kazakhstan, people don't realize it's a massive country. Like, it's huge. It's one of the biggest countries in the world in terms of size, not population. And there are so many beautiful lakes and mountain ranges and fields and everything. It's beautiful, but you don't really, even though it's so beautiful, you don't really, honestly, most people don't even know about Kazakhstan. Like, they really don't. People are bad in geography in general. But
I was never good at math.
Afghanistan's really beautiful. I mean,
there's so much like history and culture there that's also super cool.
Dude, the Middle East, I mean, that's like, cradle of civilization, basically.
Yeah. The Indus Valley. But yeah, I would love to go visit something like that. Or I want to go to my buddy, his family goes every couple of years to Normandy, France for
What? Really?
the D-Day memorial.
Every couple of years?
Every couple of years.
Wow.
And we were supposed to go this year, and just between finances and time, none of us could make it happen.
Really?
So we want to go next year. But I would love to go do something like that. And just, I've hardly been out of Texas. Like, I've lived here my whole life, and I've been to the Northeast. My family's from PA, so I've been like visited up there. I visited Florida for a little bit. I've been to San Diego one time, but outside of that, I never leave the San Antonio area.
Yeah.
And there's this like sort of calling in my heart to like go explore and go visit new places.
Oh, dude.
And it's hard to do that when you've got somebody that's like waiting for you.
Yeah.
When you come back.
You've got to, if she's really hot, it's worth it. You find a beautiful woman with a big booty who tucks you into bed and then gives you validation and affirmation.
Tempting.
You're like, maybe I don't need to go to Afghanistan.
I don't know.
But
I can find a big-bootied man much easier.
And then he definitely would go to Afghanistan with you.
Yeah, exactly. We could go together.
But no, Afghanistan. I want to travel a lot too, and I'm hoping my fiance. I'm really hoping that we can get to travel together. We both have been to and love Ireland. Mm-hmm. We both feel a connection to Ireland and its nature.
How do you feel about the IRA?
You know, living there, or not living there, makes it hard for me to be able to really tell what my stance is.
That's fair.
But, I mean, I think the IRA, it's hard to say, because I think they were really, really violent. And, they hurt a lot of innocent people. Mm. But they also, wanted to be free. And they were being colonized and taken advantage of,
Yeah. It's like, as an American, my first instinct is to say, stick it to the British. Excuse me.
Yep.
But at the same time, I also know how much hurt and bloodshed and pain there was from the revolution.
Yes, 100%.
And so, especially because of that, I'm very torn, because I want to support the IRA, and not in the terrorist way that they've been doing it, but I want the Irish to be able to have their freedom and their homeland back, and be able to rule themselves.
Yeah.
At the same time, the way that they're going about it is not the best.
I completely agree. I think it's this kind of what's the word, where you're justifying extreme violence because you have been hurt.
Exactly. But there's still that that mindset in me that's like, no, this is the only way to get what we want is through extreme violence. And
right.
Where's the balance of extreme violence versus extreme grace?
Yeah. Well, there was this thing in Ireland in the, what was it, the 70s? Mm-hmm. I think it was the 60s or 70s, called Bloody Sunday.
Yep.
Yeah, where they, basically the Brits just went around to protest and
Bloody Sunday.
Yeah, they just started killing people, for protesting, and
Mm-hmm.
And they'll also put people in jail. I don't know if this is the way it is anymore, but they were putting people in jail that they thought were maybe associated or had some small charge of what they would consider treason. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So it was they were cracking down hard, and because of that, it made the IRA even more extreme.
Right.
So, but my fiance has been to, there's a town in Northern Ireland called Derry/Londonderry, because it was a town that was divided between the royalists, or the loyalists, and the nationalists, mm-hmm. right? Or the Republicans. And so their town is literally Derry/Londonderry, because half of them are we're under the crown, British crown. Half of them didn't want to be, So
it's like we're seeing a modern day version of the revolution.
What, with the Middle East?
No, with Ireland. Same sort of mindset, same sort of division along political lines, and families getting split apart because one wants freedom from the government and feels like they're being oppressed, and the other feels like the government is the true rulers and the best for them.
Yeah.
And you have that terrible split of people that normally would get along and normally would love each other, but because of their political ideology, they don't get along.
Do you know anything about the Irish potato famine?
Not a whole lot, unfortunately.
I don't know a whole lot about it too, even though I have, Irish heritage.
That's not really my sphere of historical knowledge.
I always thought that the Irish potato famine was that basically the Brits were withholding food or crops from them, and so they started to die. Mm-hmm. It says here that the cause of the potato famine was it was starvation disease that was triggered by a mold that caused blight, arriving in 1845, carried on ships from North America, and they were eating so many potatoes that it just completely fucked their food supply.
Gotcha.
And so Ireland was under British rule at the time, and the land was owned by absentee or Anglo-Irish landlords,
Right.
with the tenant farmers renting the plots. The tenants grew grain and livestock as cash crops, even while their own food supply collapsed. So I guess it's not saying that Britain was to blame.
Everything I've heard from it was just sort of an unfortunate accident, and the Irish people sort of just got the worst of the effects.
Yeah.
But it was just something that was happening all over.
Right.
Now, again, this is not my area of expertise.
Sure.
But that's what I've heard.
Saying here that I just asked Claude, and it said, if Britain was to blame is genuinely one of the most contested questions in Irish and British and European history. Mm-hmm. So it's like a very strong ongoing debate, because there are, Irish nationalists out there. Like there was one girl who was, God, what was her name? Anyways, she was kind of an activist, but Irish. Back in the 90s, she was popular. And
Not Greta Thunberg.
no, not her.
We were talking about her earlier.
Yeah. But she was talking about that when she did it, like she was on SNL or something, and then she did something where she basically said that England caused the potato famine. I think. Mm-hmm. I hope I might be remembering wrong, but it looks like Ireland exported quantities of all sorts of food, cattle-related food, to Britain because England was asking for it.
Right.
Some historians and Irish political figures use the word genocide to describe the fact that evictions of struggling tenants and landlords prioritized rent collection. So the Brits were evicting people from their land, Irish people, and the government intervention in markets was dangerous and morally corrosive because the relief policy was very laissez-faire. So there was bad public works, there was bad government intervention.
Right.
So,
gotcha.
we about to go out here.
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
Should we call Kyler?
Kai.
Kyler! The Irish potato famine.
Yeah.
I'm
Anyways.
drinking not Irish beer.
What is Yingling? Because what a weird name. It sounds genuinely Asian.
America's oldest brewery.
Yingling?
Traditional lager. Brewed under...
It's from Pennsylvania, where your family's
really?
from.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Why is that unfortunate?
You
You don't like Pennsylvania?
Not for any particular reason other than the fact that I don't like the family that's there.
Hey, Shane Gillis is from Pennsylvania.
Really?
It's a redeeming factor.
Well, that's just better. I mean, they've got all the cool, like, Revolutionary War stuff, and lots of cool things happened in Philadelphia.
But they're gay, liberal, and your family's there.
Exactly, yeah.
That's definitely a con.
Between the bad gun laws and the fact that I hate the family that's there, all except one. My uncle that's there. This dude's the best fucking uncle you could ever ask for, but...
You want to know something interesting? I just looked this up right now, but I knew it before. I couldn't remember exactly which one. A lot of states in the Northeast, like Delaware and Connecticut, I believe, are known for having the strictest gun laws. But New Hampshire is one of the top pro-Second Amendment states.
Really?
Even more than Texas. They have
no way.
even less gun restriction in New Hampshire.
Really?
Isn't that wild?
That's awesome. Well, I mean, there's not a lot of people in New Hampshire either.
Have you ever been there?
I've not.
I have never been there either.
No, I've only, like I said, the farthest north I've been has been Philadelphia.
And besides the family, do you... what is there any redeeming things about...
I love the history
Okay, history.
that's in there.
Have you seen the nature in that area?
I have. It's beautiful.
Is it? Yeah.
I know a couple of guys that run like survival schools and things out there, and they do some cool work. I love all the Rev War stuff that's there. I've been to see the Liberty Bell. I've been to Franklin's Printing Press. I've been to the Franklin Museum, which if you ever get a chance to go The Franklin Museum is amazing.
Okay.
It's all science and history, and
That is really cool.
super interactive and super cool. I think I was like 16 or 17 when we went last. But from what I remember, it was awesome.
I know that Western Pennsylvania, I believe, is like basically in Appalachia. Mm-hmm. Because Pennsylvania.
Don't we have a buddy who's from there?
Do we have a buddy from PA?
What's his face?
Where do we know him from? Church?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely, yeah.
We'll have to censor those names, but
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I mean,
They didn't ask to be part of this.
exactly, yeah. But yeah, I think he's from like Amish country.
He's not far from Amish country.
Yeah.
It's true.
I've always wanted to go interact with the Amish. Did you ever watch that show, Amish Mafia?
No.
Oh, it was hilarious. I think it was on like the Discovery Channel.
Is it? It's like a legitimate show?
Yeah.
Like it's not like acting?
Yeah, but it was like the mob for the Amish, and it was super funny. How do you spell Amish?
AMIQ
Nope.
AMISH.
Thank you. Amish.
You're like
I was
OM.
like, that
That's
doesn't
not it.
sound right.
Omish?
Amish Mafia, yeah. They were. That used to be the like.
That is so like what a oxymoron.
I know.
Like the Amish running like I mean when I think of mafia I think of crime rings.
Right.
They're doing criminal but Amish are like fundamentalist Christians.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you make sense of that? You know?
Yeah. It was an interesting show. That was like the one that when I was much younger, all my family would watch like on whatever night it came out, and it was very entertaining.
Yeah.
But
Well, anyways, yeah, right. I thought
Yeah.
it was Western Pennsylvania, but it's right through the middle of Pennsylvania is the top section of Appalachia.
yep,
Have you ever been to Appalachia, seen the mountains?
I have not.
I want to go so bad to some of the more like I haven't been to Virginia, I haven't been to West Virginia, then you've got North Carolina, Tennessee. It even like kind of juts down a little bit into far northern Georgia.
I've always wanted to go to Tennessee. There was a country rapper I liked for a long time in high school, who lived in Tennessee, and driving to Philly, we would go through there.
Yeah.
And his like small little town. I was always like, "Oh man, Mom, we gotta stop. I want to see him. I want to see Upchurch. See if he's around."
Yeah. Oh, Upchurch, I remember him.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is.
I've heard he's had some controversies in the last couple of years.
I don't think I've heard the name Upchurch in several years, so I don't know what the hell happened.
There's still
Should we find out?
Yeah, we should. There's still a few songs that I listen to from him, but he's not really like a rapper that I listen to anymore.
Is he like not as popular as he used to be?
He had I think he had like a couple scandals and things happen.
So he was hit with a $17.5 million defamation judgment. Wow. So he actually got judged with it.
Holy
I mean that means
crap.
that means a charge, right?
Yeah, I think that
po-
means he has to pay that.
For posting conspiracy theories about the 2022 death of the 16-year-old Keely Rodney. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Keely?
Is that the...
He's in a feud with Jelly Roll. Okay.
Did you hear Jelly Roll and his wife got a divorce?
I did. And, I saw this clip of her on her podcast talking about how she's like, I'm not going to date around. Like, I probably need a man, but, I'm not ready for it yet. But she's like, man, my man, he's ready.
Tuh.
And she's like, and if you go slide in his DMs, and I'm like, this is the strangest thing I've ever watched.
That's so weird.
Imagine like your ex-wife right after getting a divorce being like, yeah, girls, go for it.
Hyping you up.
Yeah.
Sending you all the bitches.
That's honestly,
weird as fuck.
That feels, I'm not questioning their faith. Like, because that tells me nothing about their belief in God. But what it does tell me is that they've got some weird views on relationships, sex, and marriage. If it's like, yeah,
I don't know. That tells me a lot about the relationship with God.
Yeah.
That's what's happening.
What I mean is, like, it doesn't tell me that they, like, don't believe in Christ or don't believe in Jesus or love the Lord.
Yeah.
But they've got clearly a skewed view on relationships, which bleeds into faith and stuff like that.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah. But I just found it very, very weird. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? If I got married and then got a divorce, I would take a long time. I don't even know if I would ever get married again.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I haven't ever looked into how I feel about remarrying and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But I don't know if I would. It's hard to say.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know, maybe I'm like a romantic. But I feel like if I ever got a divorce, like if I somehow got married and it just didn't work out, I feel like I would just become like a hermit.
Yeah.
I would just...
And then you get the freedom that you want.
Exactly. Go off into the mountains and live by myself.
But you got it right now.
Don't tell me that. I'm this close to leaving.
This close to ending it all.
Really, the only thing keeping me here is the podcast.
Should we talk about your...
I
Do you want to?
mean,
We don't have to get into detail.
there's no like hate or ill will between us.
Right, yeah.
So if you have any questions, why not?
Jimmy's a single man now. Mm-hmm. Can I say that?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But,
so his boyfriend broke up with him.
Joe, I miss you.
Jimmy pulled down his pants for the first time and thought, oh, golly.
Hey.
I didn't know you were a boy. And Joe said, I thought you could tell.
The bald head doesn't give anything.
It doesn't give it away.
Yeah.
Well,
but
it's better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all. You think so?
I don't know.
He's like, nah.
This is the second breakup I've been through, and the last one was like 5 years ago, so
Yeah.
I'm not too keen on repeating it again, but this one, I think we ended on a good note. Excuse me.
You good?
There was no, like, I have no ill will towards her. I don't think she has any ill will towards me. I think I need a little time, but I think we can still be friends.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's friends with, like, a lot of the same people that I am. But it is a little weird, like, seeing her out and about and
Yeah.
interacting with other people, and there's still that little, like, part of me that's like, fucking... Don't talk to her. That's my woman.
Absolutely, yeah. I understand.
I have to like check myself and be like, no, that's not how it is anymore, man. Chill out.
Right, yeah. And you know, like, when you find the right girl, I feel like those feelings, like, you're not going to deal with that as much. Like, the feelings of, like kind of this tension.
You're secure in it.
Yeah, right. You feel more secure in it.
Yeah.
And, like, you know when you're being treated like the way you should be treated.
Yeah, and there was just a difference of what she wanted versus what I wanted.
Yeah.
And so there was no, like, there wasn't a big fight or anything. It was just like, hey, I don't think this is going to work out the way we want it to.
Right. Sometimes, yeah, it's just difference in desires and needs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate, but I think we've moved past it pretty well.
I think that you're actually, you know, you're lucky that, like, you have made, like, a lot of times relationships you don't have a peaceful ending. Mm-hmm. And the fact that you've been able to make peace with it, move on, and feel good about things, like, and I mean, you know, it's not going to be, you know, all great right away.
Yeah, exactly.
But, you know, feeling, like, generally at peace with it, and like this was not the right person for me.
Yeah.
And I feel you know, like, life is continuing to confirm that. Like, a lot of people have really confusing breakups. You know
well,
what I mean?
I had one of those several years ago, and it fucked me up for a long time.
Yeah.
This was the first real relationship I've had since then.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that the fact that, like, this was able to end on such a positive note.
Yeah.
Versus how the last relationship ended.
Yeah.
That's made me very, very happy, and I'm able to see the growth from that.
Yeah.
And realize, like, oh, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
And, like, the last relationship, we started dating when we were, like, 15 and 16.
Yeah, right.
And was just sort of a mess, and a lot of mistakes were made.
Right.
And so it fucked me up for a long time. But this one, I feel like it sucks. And I'm not happy that it ended, but at the same time, I'm not so messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and you were, let's see, you were what, 19, 20 when y'all broke up?
I think 19. Yeah.
So you dated her for 3.5 years?
Just under 4 years.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I went through, when I was younger, I was really stupid and I was chasing validation from girls. You know, when I was between
As
the ages,
we all do.
Yeah, between the ages of 13 and 19, you know, just always wanting, you know, someone to like me and having a crush on someone.
Right.
And when you're young and you really like are desperate for validation, you bring people into your life that are not good for you because they give you that validation, but in an unhealthy way.
Exactly.
And I went through a couple breakups. I went through one breakup when I was 16. And so, you know, I was so young. I was such a child. And I grew up in a really, really difficult situation with, you know, my parents weren't there really parenting us. And I had a really bad relationship with a sibling. And I had things where I was very physically sick. And things were tough for me. And then I got dumped by this girl who at the time I thought was like...
You're everything.
I thought she was like heaven on earth. You know what I mean? I was totally... I'm not saying she's a bad person, but I was totally delusionally enamored with a human being.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Who has...
And it's not her fault.
I mean, you know, she's a human with flaws.
Exactly, yeah.
And just like I am. And looking back, it's like there were such clear differences between us.
That was what I realized about the first relationship was like, I wanted to blame her so much because I was hurting and because I had issues that I needed to work out.
Yeah.
And it took me fucking like 3 years to get through all that BS and realize like, hey, I put a whole lot on her that she didn't deserve and she didn't need to like be burdened with. And I blamed her for a lot of things that weren't her fault.
Yeah. Well, you know,
and it sucks like doing that. And I feel kind of like I feel like a shitty person for having done that.
Yeah.
But I think at the same time, it was also not a good thing, but like I was able to learn from that experience.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
You know, it was kind of almost the sequence of things was almost kind of opposite for me. As soon as, and again, I was 16. No, I just turned 17 when we broke up. Junior in high school. And I only blamed myself for like, I mean, it took me probably, honestly, I think it took me a year to move on from her. It really did. Actually, I will say, as soon as I started seeing someone else, I was like, oh, I'm good. I was like, oh, wait, there's other girls out there.
That's not the healthiest thing to do, but...
But I did take a year.
Yeah.
And I will say, I had some really shitty things going on in my personal life at the time, so it made the recovery process a lot more drawn out. But my thing was like, I would just blame myself for a long time. And in that year, there were a bunch of girls that liked me, and ones that I found attractive even. And I was like, I'm sorry, like I still blamed myself about this breakup. Yeah. And then once I got, maybe around the time I turned 18, I'd finally moved on, and I was like, you know what? I don't think I was giving myself enough credit. I wasn't a perfect boyfriend. I wasn't a perfect partner. But I also see the ways in which I was mistreated as well.
Yeah.
And the ways that... But then on the other side, it's like I was putting expectations on a person that they didn't have to meet. But at the same time, their expectations were not made clear with me. Exactly. And so it's like... That was something that we were very young, but we should have worked out like, hey, we want different things here. Yep. And so, but at the time, I was so young and so impressionable. I was like, man, this is everything. And then getting older, it's like I was just a young kid who just wanted to be loved.
Yeah.
And with my, personal life, like this was someone that was like, oh, this is going to be the replacement for the bad things in my own life. Mm-hmm. And now that I've dated like two girls since from the time I was 17 until the time I was 23. Had 2 short relationships. And my fiance now, I'm realizing that, like, it's the first time that I'm like, oh man, this is someone that actually really, really loves me.
Right.
Like, loves me for me and does whatever it takes to make sure that we're in a good spot. And it took, like, again, like 4 relationships from the ages 13 to 23, 5 even. And again, the younger ones, whatever. But as an adult, 2 or 3 relationships.
Yeah.
It took all those for me to get to the place where I am now. You know what I mean? Kind of trial and error.
Yeah. Just trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah. So I feel very grateful.
Excuse me. All that beer's catching up with me.
I feel very grateful for the bad experiences I've had because it taught me exactly what I don't want.
It sucks in the moment.
It sucks.
It's terrible and you feel awful.
Especially when you're like, I don't want to speak for you, but if you and I are romantic loving guys. Mm-hmm. We're not assholes. We don't fuck girls over. Well, we can be assholes, but we don't fuck girls over.
Yeah,
and
our
not
goal
care.
is never to be like, oh, this is just another relationship. Whatever, I got what I wanted out of it.
Exactly, we're not like that.
on.
We care about them,
Mm-hmm.
And when you do that, it's like then you have to sever things. It's like getting a finger cut off.
Dude,
it hurts and you have to heal.
Sucks.
Yeah, and. But it's like, gosh, like I dated a girl, like, let's see, we broke up almost 3 years ago, and that was a relationship I was in with a year, and that was
Is this who I'm thinking of?
No, it was a.
Not from the young adults group?
No, not her.
Okay.
Yeah. We did it for like 3 months, and then I was like, oh, this girl has some issues. I was like, wow. And so I broke up with her because she cheated on me. But it's a murky story. But it was a girl that I dated after that, and that one seemed to be all right, and then it got really messy. Mm-hmm. But that relationship taught me so much about listening to my, like, greatest lesson in finding a relationship. Listen to your intuition about a person that you're bringing into your life. Intuition. Your heart, your mind, and especially if you pray about it, say, God, if this is not the right person for me, take them out of my life. And when the signs are there, listen to it.
Right.
Because that was the perfect situation.
You ever pray that prayer and then just ignore it when God answers it?
Yeah. Well, that's what I was going to say, is that's what I did.
Yep.
I prayed that prayer for that relationship, and then I ignored it for almost a year. Mm-hmm. And I think another problem was I loved this person, and I felt attached to them, but things didn't feel right.
Right.
And then I didn't want to let go, I felt a duty to stay. Mm-hmm. And then I finally one day was like, I'm lying to myself. This is not the right person for me.
Right.
And it was a very messy breakup. But
excuse me.
Kyler said, 1.5 hour episode?
Yeah.
Never get to shill the outro. What does that mean?
What did he say? Oh, yes.
Do we need to wrap up?
He is right. We probably should wrap up. But
anyways, that's me yapping about my relationships in the past.
Yeah, it's all good. It's very, what's the word I'm looking for? Topical for what's happening right now. But
yes.
No.
Yeah.
I think you and I have gone through very similar things, and
I think it's good that we're talking about it because you're kind of in the midst of it.
Yeah, exactly. It's only been a couple of days, but
yeah,
I feel much better about this one than I did about the last one.
Right. So, well, and you're a lot older too.
Exactly.
Older and wiser.
That was 18-year-old, 19-year-old me.
Had a 3.5 year relationship.
Yeah.
And this one was what? You were with this one for what, 5-6 months?
Yeah, maybe 5 months.
5 months, yeah. So it's not that it's not hard, but it's a little different.
Exactly. Yeah. It's much different than what it was, and I'm a much different person than who I was a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, On that note, we'll go ahead and wrap it up because I think you and I could keep talking for another hour or so. But
Yeah.
we don't want to give Kyler too much work.
Sorry, Kyler.
Yeah. But he said he just texted me we had to share some things. So
Where are we showing?
everywhere we're able to find us. So we're YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. I think, right? Apple Podcast and Apple Music are two different things, right?
And if you know Jose, he's in the alleyway on Houston Street. If you can get any crack from him, bring it to me. I'll send you my address.
There you go. Yes. Also our stickers that we're selling to help fund the podcast, and I think they're pretty cool. What do you think?
I think it's sick.
We've got some merch, and if y'all want, let us know more merch ideas. I'm thinking patches because I like PVC patches. But if there's anything else that y'all want, let us know, and we might be able to make it happen. But other than that, Reagan, thank you for coming on, man.
Thank you for having me, man.
It's been good.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Liked having you on here.
Next time I come on, we're gonna have even more solid topics to talk about.
We'll actually plan something out next time.
And I'm gonna look into some research and stuff that I can get some knowledge on.
We'll go real into the nitty gritty on some things.
Yes, instead of talking about 16-year-old relationships.
It's good though.
It's relevant. The thing is relevant.
Yeah.
So.
But thank y'all for joining us, and we'll see y'all on the next one.
See you guys.